This Friday is
Fat Friday!
Those are fully occupied, but we are under construction with another 160 apartment units. Those will be finished by the end of the year. We also have 150 boat slip marina that is completed and operational. We, as I mentioned, we're part of Waterfront Park, so we are actually part of their development and work very closely with them in planning out the community. And so we have added 3,500 feet of walking, biking paths to the Waterfront Park system, so you can actually live in our community and walk right into downtown on sidewalks within the park. Or you can ride your bike or whatever to get into the Waterfront Park in downtown. We are getting ready to begin pre-selling our first condo tower. That's actually going to be happening in the month of September. Lots of fun and exciting stuff coming with that. And then we are adding pools, outdoor entertainment space, volleyball pits. And then we're also adding a 12,000 square foot restaurant that we're really anxious to come on the line start of the spring next year. So
awesome.
Lots in the works.
And I can attest that that's a really nice place because I work with them on their getting renter's insurance and whatnot. So very, very nice place that they've put in there. So now, Nikki, another thing that we want to talk about is not only do you work for Poe Companies, but you're also the vice president of Frankfort Avenue Business Association membership.
That's right.
So we just had our membership drive. Can you tell us a little bit about what you did for that, how that went?
Yeah, it went very well. Super excited to be in charge of membership this year and getting businesses to renew their membership or new businesses coming on the line that decided to join us. I'm anxious for the exposure you're going to get as being part of the business association. So my role with that was to make sure that existing members renewed on time. Our year runs July 1st through June 30th. And so we started in May preparing and planning for those renewals. And so I make sure everybody gets everything in on time. I update our directory. If new businesses come in, we want to get your logo so we can get you on that map, which is distributed to 15 to 20,000 people in the metro area. So when you dial down those dues, you get a lot of exposure for very little. So we make sure that's maximized for the businesses on the avenue. And so right now, those businesses that are members, you'll be getting letters from us very soon welcoming you to the avenue with a special window cling you can put in your door so that people know that you are members. I try to shop at people that are members just because I think that's a great thing that you guys are part of. And of course, we just try to help all businesses, foster everybody on the avenue. Whether we compete with you or not, we just try to help everybody. We're all friends. We all work as a team to try to really benefit the avenue. It's a great place. We want everybody to come. So that's been sort of my role so far.
And you've done a great job. I think we can all say that for sure.
Thank you.
So before we go to a break, I know Poe Companies is working. They are working on some new projects, some new apartments and whatnot opening up soon. So just tell us a little bit about what we're going to see from you guys in the future here.
Okay. So Poe Companies is a real estate development company, and so we manage, develop, plan, everything concerning real estate. So right now under construction, we have a new apartment building at the River Park community for 160 units. We have under construction at Lexington Road in Grinstead. It's a community called The Woods at Lexington Road. There will be more really high-end rentals there, 72 units there. And then we've also got the Aloft Hotel going in at First and Main downtown. It's another project we have under construction. We also have several other communities throughout Louisville that are actually already open, operational. Most of them are 100% leased. So we've done well in the rental market, and it's a great market to be in right now. So those are some of the things that we have going vertical, but in the works, as I mentioned, we're getting ready to pre-sell our first condo tower at River Park. That's going to be extremely exciting. And then in the works also is the restaurant there. And we're always looking for new development sites in Louisville, because Louisville is definitely a great place to be right now. And everybody's moving in here, and there's a lot of newcomers that are excited to live here. So we're excited to build places for them to live.
Awesome. Lots of good stuff going on with Poe Companies there. So we are going to take a break, and then when we come back, we will be talking to New on the Avenue Fierce Salon. right, welcome back. That was Appalachian. And so now we are back and we are going to go straight into Fierce Salon. We have Tracy and Allison with us, and Fierce Salon actually opens up tomorrow, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Awesome. So go ahead. Why don't you guys tell me a little bit about your salon? And you guys are making a big move, so tell us about that.
Well, we actually have been open already for we're pretty new, about 5 or 6 years old, and we are coming from St. Matthews, and we just have a great team, and we had a great location, but it was a little hidden. So we are just excited to come into this great market with, all of you great people, and we're just excited for a new beginning.
Awesome. And so where exactly are you guys going on the avenue?
We are going to 2708 Frankfort Avenue, which was previously known as the Jerry Heston Salon.
Okay.
A great salon in the community. So we heard that location was coming open and jumped right on it as soon as we heard about it.
Awesome. So you guys are right there next to Margaret's on the avenue.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So tell me a little bit, about what kind of services are you guys going to offer in your salon?
Well, anything that has to do with hair, we offer it. We are a Paul Mitchell focused salon. Allison and myself both are national educators for John Paul Mitchell Systems. So we really bring a lot of that culture to what we do. We have an amazing eclectic staff. We do everything from edgy hair to your classic looks. And we're just all about bringing the fierce out in everybody. We have stylists that have experience from 20 years down to 2 years. So we really handle all of the markets available.
Cool. And so how many people do you have on staff with you?
There's 8 of us currently.
8 of you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so now, are there any new faces that maybe people need to know about, that weren't with the old salon, or is it just the same old team, new location?
Same wonderful team.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. So then, so now tell me a little bit about why you guys are making the move from St. Matthews to Frankfort Avenue.
Well, basically, it was just, we heard about the location coming open. Frankfort Avenue is an area that you always hear about. We've primarily done hair in the St. Matthews area, but a lot of my clients have frequented this area. You always hear about the wonderful, diverse culinary treats that you have, from the diversity and the cultural aspect and the community vibe. And I just love the vibe. Even from the minute I joined the Frankfort Avenue Business Association, I received emails instantly from the people on my blog. Just the marketing community support that you have. We're just so excited. People walking in by our windows, seeing what's going on. We're just excited to be part of a community.
Great. Well, we're glad to have you guys.
Thank you.
So Allison, tell me a little bit, what is your specialty in the salon?
Well, I'm a full service hairdresser, but I do handle a lot of the business, and I really have a huge interest in the marketing aspect of the business. I love to educate with Paul Mitchell, but I also really just love being in the salon and being there for all the staff and being there for all the guests that come in and making sure that their experience is different from most of the experiences they've had. And my brain is constantly going with ideas about what to do, how to make things better, how to make it bigger, how to make it more creative, more artistic. So that's kind of my role, is
Sure.
just the creative aspect of it and
Sure.
business.
And now I always thought working in a salon seemed like it would be really fun. What would you guys think is like the best thing about working in a hair salon?
Oh, I think so many things. For one thing, it's artistic. So, you get a lot of rewards just from doing the craft itself and mastering something and being passionate about what you love. And then just all the wonderful people you meet.
Mm-hmm.
You really get to know people. You go through life's journeys with them. They grow, you grow. You get to see people feel beautiful, look beautiful. And that's a great reward.
Awesome. And so now, you guys are going to participate on Friday in the
Yes.
trolley hop. So what are you guys going to have going on Friday night?
Well, go ahead.
It's really going to be mostly like an open house for us. We have, because we have had to get together everything so quickly, we are going to push our grand opening event closer to the next month, just to kind of go with the bigger event of it. So this time we want to just do an open house, just kind of let everybody in, meet everybody, and just kind of go through the experience and see what it's all about. And our staff is really excited about being there. We'll have some we can do consultations. We'll have some mannequins set up with pre-done hair so that people can see what we do. We'll have some refreshments and a little bit of literature on some paper for people to take home with them, just so they can be introduced to us and know a little bit more about us.
Cool. And then so now with the big grand opening, do you guys know what you're planning for that? What are you guys going to have going on in the upcoming month or so?
There is absolutely no telling. But basically, we definitely want to just show, I guess, the area what we're all about. Jerry Hudson's are big shoes to fill. They have a wonderful reputation. I'd heard wonderful things about them. So we know that the community, enjoyed going there. So we just hope that they'll come out and meet us and just see what we're about. And hopefully we'll not disappoint.
Sure. And so you guys, I assume, are taking on new clients at this time.
Definitely.
Sure.
Most definitely.
So how does one get in contact with you guys to schedule an appointment?
Well, there's two ways. You can just call us at 502-896-0757 or just stop in. And we would love to, possibly if we have an opening, embrace you then. We are going to try out a little bit of a walk-in type of frame on Sundays from 12 to 5. So you could just come in and pop in and get a haircut. We know that sometimes, everybody's schedule is busy. So we want to be able to accommodate that. So walk in or call. Either way.
Awesome. Well, welcome to the Avenue. We are very excited to have you guys, and good luck with your official first day open tomorrow.
Okay.
And we are going to take another break, and then when we come back, we'll talk to Karen from Lexi's Trading Post.
Since that day when we were on our own in Kentucky, in Kentucky, in Kentucky, in Kentucky.
Welcome back. That was the Genuine Junk Band. And now we are here with Karen, who is with Lexi's Trading Post. So, Karen, tell us a little bit about Lexi's.
Lexi's Trading Post is located on Frankfort Avenue, well, of course, right next door to Clifton's Pizza and right across the street from Comfy Cow. We specialize in whimsical and unique gifts for all gift giving, birthdays, anniversaries, teachers. We had a sale last week. Kids going off to sell, buy mom and dad a gift. So there's an occasion, reason for any occasion to buy a gift. But we specialize in locally produced, Kentucky produced, regional produced, made in the USA. We're also members of LIBA. So we're Louisville Independent Business Association, and we're also one of the outlets for their Keep Louisville Weird shirts. So people that want one of those T-shirts, they can come to our establishment and pick one of those up.
Awesome. So now what are some of the brands and specific products that you guys, are most popular for?
Thanks for going there. Our most popular brand is our very own brand called Lexi's of Louisville. It's our very own bath and body products that we've been manufacturing for 7 years now, professionally, and we've been making them longer. It's actually me that manufactures everything. It was always a family business up till this year. It was me and my husband, but now my kids shrink wrap. My mom has stepped in to lip balm because doing those lip balm tubes are, sealing them and shrink wrapping them and everything else. She has the patience for it. I don't. But yeah, we do shea butter lotions and creams and Castile soaps, shea butter lip balms, but we're known for the shea butter lip balms, lotions and creams. And then we sell a bunch of soap.
Awesome. Cool. And so outside of your skincare, I know you guys have a lot of local stuff. What else are you guys carrying in there as far as gifts go?
We pick up a lot of local people. So right now we have a painter in there that she paints on barnwood. Now she's actually from Louisville. And that was kind of a funny story. When she contacted me, we thought we were talking in the same city. Turns out she was Louisville, Missouri. So when I went to go pick up my shipment, it's like, wait, where are you again? And so then we realized we're states away. So she's called Mitt's Patsy, and so it's all painted farm animals on reclaimed barnwood. And then also we have, I call them my grandpas. We have 3 grandpas that they are woodworkers. One makes kid games, so he'll make kids tic-tac-toe boards out of different color woods and then have like little brass pieces. There's another gentleman that he makes cutting boards and bowls, and then he labels them red, oak, pine, so you actually know what the woods are. We do a lot of local artists. And I can't think of any other brand names.
That's okay.
I'm sitting there going through my book going, okay, well, I can't even think of any of them.
That's okay.
And then we have a big selection of the fleur-de-lis jewelry.
Cool. So now you guys are having an event with is it Animal Care Society? Or?
Yep.
Okay.
Animal Care. Certain trolley hops, we will have a guest or a host. And this month we have Animal Care Society. They're coming out for several different reasons. First of all, they're going to have adoptables with them. And if you're interested in one of the adoptables there, then they'll have the paperwork to go ahead and start. It is an application. But if not, they'll have a handful of adoptables. You can also, they're promoting their Bark in the Park, which Bark in the Park is coming up on September 27th. And for those that don't know about it, it's in Seneca Park. Starts off with a 5K that morning that you can do with your dog. It's just hanging out with other animal lovers in Louisville with your dog, with other people's and their dogs. Let's see, there's going to be pools set up, there's going to be contests, there's going to be food out there, and basically it's just an all-day fun event. They're also promoting their retail thrift store. It's purely donation items, but 100% of the profits that are sold out of their thrift store go to support the shelter and buying the supplies for that Animal Care Society. And they have volunteers that run it. It just opened up a month and a half ago. So they're going to be there promoting the adoptables, adoptable information, Bark in the Park that's coming up, and then their retail thrift store.
Got it. And then, so are they going to have dogs and cats there tomorrow?
The cats all depends on how hot it gets. If it's going to be hot, then they can't bring the cats. But they'll definitely have the dogs there. If it ends up cooling off a little bit, they do have kittens right now. And I know last year when we did another animal thing, we had the kittens inside the store, and I brought that up to her too. So it all kind of depends on how the weather is going to be on Friday.
Okay. And then now they're also going to be collecting donations in the store, correct?
Yes, we are going to start it this week. So Wednesday through Saturday, if you bring in any item that the animal shelter needs, then we will give you a free lip balm. And there are some most needed, hot items, but any items will do. Paper towels, newspapers, food, of course. But the items that they desperately need is Pine Sol, not the pine fragrance one, but the lavender, the lemon. They can't use the pine one very much with the dogs and the cats. It's too strong for them. They also need cat litter, bleach, garbage bags, canned foods. And they even take aluminum cans now at their location. People have been donating their aluminum cans there. They've been recycling them and then keeping that and they use that money for the shelter as well. So, yes, if you bring in an item for donating for the Animal Care Society Wednesday through Saturday, then you'll get a free lip balm. And we're going to do that for the first 100 lip balms.
Awesome. Sounds like a good idea. And so, what else are you guys going to be doing? I mean, do you have anything else on the calendar for the upcoming year as far as events at Lexi's Trading Post we can look forward to? Yeah,
usually once a quarter we do an event like this. The next one that is actually a date so far is in November. We have done it. This will be the 4th year in a row. It's with in conjunction with UCHM and their food pantry. So we do a food drive every single year for them. We collect Wednesday through Saturday again. So that Saturday is November 22nd, and that Saturday also ends up being a shopping benefit day. So people that don't want to bring the canned foods or donated items or food items, then we actually make it a shopping benefit day. So 20% of your sales goes back to them so they can buy food or other supplies or what's needed for their food pantry. And then that's perfect timing. It's the weekend before the holidays, so all that food immediately goes into their bank, their closet on that Saturday. The last couple of years, it's gotten bigger and bigger. We start collecting on Wednesday, and by Saturday, I'm having to kind of store it in creative areas because my shop's only 550 square feet. And I know last year we filled up the lady's car so much, and it was like, I hope there's only like one more bag left because that's all you can. I mean, we filled up her car almost all the way. So much was dropped off. But yeah, Saturday night it goes in there, and then most of that food also goes straight to their Thanksgiving dinner the very next week. And I know last year people were also just dropping off Kroger gift cards. They're like, here, I don't want to donate food. I don't know what you need. Here's a Kroger gift card. And then that way UCHM takes that and buys the fill-in or the turkey or the stuff that's perishable that you can't donate like that.
That's a good idea. I wouldn't have even thought of that.
Yeah. And then every year also we've done it where if you donate 3 items, then you get a free lip balm as well. And the lip balms are the Shea Butter lip balms. Once when you go Shea Butter, you won't go back.
We'll have to try that out. So with your event, this upcoming trolley hop, everyone bring some kind of donation for the Animal Care Society, and then you'll get your free lip balm. Anything else about the event that we've left out that we need to?
This Saturday, there is one special little dog. Her name is Melissa. I put her face on Facebook the other day. This little dog has gone through training. She's graduated. They've had her, I think, for a year and a half. She is not good with other dogs, and that's been the problem with her. But as one-on-one, she's an awesome little dog, and they will have her there. They're really trying to find her a home. And so that's their goal, is to get Melissa at home. And she's a cute little dog. But yeah, and then other events we might have. We're going to be working with the ALS Association. Obviously, that's dear to my heart, and so we'll be doing a fundraiser or something with them upcoming months too.
Have you done the ice bucket challenge? I know that's on everyone's Facebook now. Have you done it?
I have done it.
You have.
You can't preach ALS awareness without doing it. And for people that don't know me, my husband passed away from ALS in April. And he fought almost a year battle with it. So, yes, we were one of the first ones to do it. And we've had almost every single family member. And even my kids did it. One kid challenged Gary's mother, his Nana. And the other kid challenged all 8 cousins. And so far, 7 of the cousins have done it, and 1's left, and he's doing it this weekend.
Awesome. So all the ice buckets are near and dear to your heart, and you know, I know everyone's like, oh my gosh, what's up with all these ice buckets? But I mean, it's raised like an astronomical amount of money. So
it's raised over $70 million. So you got the right person if you want to know. It's raised over $70 million already, just in 2 months. Their usually annual budget is not even like 10 to 15 million. So this is going to go a long way. And just awareness alone. I mean, I know when Gary was diagnosed in December, it was like, ALS? Wait, what is that? You know, I couldn't even think what it was. And then he goes, oh, well, it's also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. I'm like, wait, I know that. That's fatal. And it's like, wait, but I don't know what it is. And so many people don't know what it is because it is a rare disease. There's only about 30,000 people alive at any given point that's living with ALS, but you have a new person diagnosed every 90 seconds, and you have someone die every 90 seconds with ALS. And I know one of the things that has been, people will be like, oh, I'm so tired of seeing this. And it's like, you know what, that people are talking about it. It's bringing awareness to it. And the reason why a lot of us don't talk about the final years of the ALS, because it is that bad. It is a bad disease. If you've ever seen it, you would not wish that on your worst nightmare.
All right. So everyone keep challenging people, keep dumping those ice buckets.
Yep, keep dumping them.
All right. Well, thanks, Karen. And everyone, head out there, donate for the Animal Care Society. Get your lip balm. And we are going to take a break. When we come back, we will be with Doug from 15,000 Farmers.
Mm-hmm. One more last kiss.
No, I haven't.
Make it sweet and slow and tender. Give me something to remember. One more last kiss. Just this morning we were laughing. Guess it's time to get my thing. It's funny how fast it can happen. Goodbyes are as hard as diamond rings. One more last kiss. Make it sweet and slow and tender. Give me something to remember. One more last kiss. It's a sentimental nothing. Just a picture in a frame. And we'll close the door softly on what never should have been.
Bridget Kalin. And so now we have Doug with 15,000 farmers. And so, Doug, you are also new to Frankfort Avenue Business Association, new Trolley partner. So tell us a little bit about what is 15,000 farmers.
Well, 15,000 Farmers is a not-for-profit organization that is really just geared around helping people who don't know what they don't know about farming learn what they want to know. We're really lucky in our community. We have a lot of folks who grew up in a farming family or their grandparents were farming families, but we have a lot of people who didn't. And there are a lot of people who would really like to know, how do I grow healthy food? And a lot of people don't know Louisville is 49th out of 50 states in health. So there's a big effort in our community to help not only our kids but us adults eat better, healthy foods. And as a parent, I can remember when my son was little thinking, how in the heck am I going to get this little kid to eat these vegetables? He was not a veggie-eating kid. And the real secret is teaching kids how to grow their own food. And kids are much more likely, and even adults, are much more likely to eat what's good for them if they actually have grown it themselves. And it's really satisfying. A lot of families are looking for ways to do things together. A lot of families are racing around town, going to soccer and all these different activities and whatnot. And it's a slow way to be together as a family. A lot of people grow things together, harvest things together, and eat together. So those are the kinds of things we do at 15,000 Farmers. We do a lot of eating together. We share a lot of recipes that involve fresh vegetables. We teach people not only how to grow things, but also we teach people about the insect pests that may come up, the animal pests. And a lot of folks are interested in farming not just for themselves, but for the more than human world. So we live in this dense urban area, and a lot of folks really want to connect with nature. So it's really satisfying. We're on a Monarch flyway in Louisville. So not only can you grow food for yourself, and of course gardens are really abundant. They provide a lot of sustenance, not just for us, but for the more than human world. And it's really satisfying to sit out on a back deck or on a back patio and watch the monarchs fly in and the goldfinches come visit the sunflowers and the hummingbirds flit around. And you really do feel more at one with nature.
Awesome. So now, how long has 15,000 Farmers been around?
We are about a 6-year-old organization. We were founded by Gary Heine of Honey Brothers and a couple of other folks, and they have moved on and left the organization to us. So we have a big food justice component. We really think it's important for not just anyone to be able to eat, but everyone to be able to eat. And so part of our focus has changed a little bit. The work that we do now, we do a lot of teaching. We teach novice and once again folks how to grow food, but we also help people think about growing food for other people. So as a part of our mission, we make raised beds, we sell raised beds. The organization has been around for a while, but we actually work in 3 neighborhoods. We work in Beachmont. We're going to work on a Beachmont orchard project. We work in the Germantown neighborhood, and then we work in this neighborhood. We have a couple of our board members that are connected to the Billy Goat Garden over on Payne.
Okay, and so now these raised beds, tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the great thing about a raised bed, if you live in an urban area, a lot of times you want to grow healthy, pure food. There's a lot of emphasis on food purity, and people are not really sure what that means. And a lot of times what it means is that the soil that you plant things in is not the healthiest soil. So in a dense urban area, a lot of times you don't know what's in the soil. The great thing about a raised bed is you can put pure soil and grow fresh vegetables and flowers or herbs and spices or medicinals in soil that you've put in place yourself. And so it lets you have the opportunity to select the soil that you want to grow your food in. It reduces the number of weeds. And if you're a starter, a lot of times people are scared of what they don't know. So the great thing about a raised bed is instead of trying to plant a giant, garden and cover your whole backyard with vegetables, you can start in a really small little area. So we sell these little 4x4 beds, and it's a great way to start. A lot of people buy one for themselves and they buy one for an older adult. You can stack the beds, so if you are a person with some mobility issues or you just need some way to access that, it's a great way to let someone who is less able be able to do some gardening and have some type of activity. So there's a lot of things with those raised beds that you can do.
Is there any specific fruit or vegetable that is, more likely to succeed in a raised bed versus others?
I call tomatoes the gateway vegetable. We have a lot of folks that grow tomatoes in raised beds, and what we do is we teach people what's called the square foot gardening method. And tomatoes are one of those plants that's hard to kill. They do really, really well. They need a lot of soil, so the raised bed is just exactly the right height for tomatoes and potatoes both. Those are two really, really easy vegetables to grow. People don't really think about fall as being the time to plant a garden, but this is actually the ideal time in the Ohio Valley to put in a raised bed because you have what are called cole crops. So things like kale, lettuce, all types of greens. A lot of folks like to think about dieting and think about what they're putting in their body, but it's a lot of trouble sometimes to find something that tastes good. That's one of the downfalls of dieting. One of the great things about fall gardening is that you can grow a lot of the greens that a lot of people want to be eating, and they do really, really well in cool weather. So lettuces, arugula, kale, cabbage, any of those greens do really, really well. But tomatoes will actually produce, if you plant tomatoes now, you'll get some tomatoes even before frost.
Wow. And so you guys are going to do some kind of a demo on raised beds during the hop, correct?
We are. We have a partnership. We're at 1741 Frankfort Avenue, which is called 1741 Collaboratory. There are 3 worshiping communities there, and one of those communities is James Lee's Presbyterian Church. We have a partnership with James Lee and with Sowers of Justice to put these raised beds. We're challenging faith communities to change their kitchens into certified kitchens so that they can do a lot more with food and sell food and preserve food, especially for families that are in need. And we are going to be demonstrating how raised beds change the lives for families that don't have enough. A lot of times families need that fresh food, and a lot of times we have the ability to help faith communities and civic groups partner with people that are in need and really make a difference in their lives. So we're actually going to be showing people how to do the soil mix. So basically there's a third of a compost, a third of what's called vermiculite or perlite, and then a third of some other type of organic material to fill the bed. We show people how to put the beds together. It's very, very simple. And then we teach people how to water plants. And a lot of us know that we have more water runoff in our area than we need sometimes, and rain barrels are a great way to slow that water, and for a lot of people it's a great way to water plants. So at James Lee's we've actually hooked rain barrels into the downspouts, and we're going to be showing a demo just to show how easy it is, and that's what we're using because there is no spigot in that area. So it's a great way to capture rainwater. We sell rain barrels. That's part of what we do to support our mission, but we're going to show people how to do that. And part of our mission is to teach people how to do that so that they can either earn income installing raised barrels or raised beds or rain barrels, but also help faith communities do that. There are a lot of faith communities that are really trying to be more connected to people who are in need, and this is a great way to do that. So we'll be showing that. We also have a watermelon social that night. We're going to be serving some locally grown watermelons. So we're going to eat some and talk some. So you're going to learn about raised beds, you're going to learn about rain barrels, and you're going to learn about farmers. And then we actually have some farmers that will be selling produce at this hop. So that's another thing. A lot of times folks want to get a jump on the farmers markets. Those are really popular in Louisville, and some people have to work on Saturday, have other things to do. So this will be a good way to get a jump on the Saturday morning farmers markets. Come out to 1741 Frankfort Avenue on Friday and pick up some fresh veggies, meet some farmers, and learn about these different little pieces of farming that we can help you with.
Very cool. And so now you guys have something called a dirt card. What is the dirt card?
Well, the dirt card is our way of partnering. We have some retail partners, so we offer a discount. We have a group of different types of vendors that give folks a discount. So what you do when you come to a 15,000 farmers meeting, you sign up. It gets you on our membership list, but it also gets you into a partnership with our dirt card partners. We are LIBA members, and some of our dirt card partners are LIBA members, some are not. not. But basically, you get a 10% discount at a lot of different places around town, but primarily on gardening supplies. We have some great partners. We have 3 partners in particular. A lot of folks go to garden centers or go to big box retail outlets. And, of course, one of the great things about Frankfort Avenue, we have a lot of friendly faces where you can stop in and learn about a lot of things. And these dirt card partners are the type of places where you can stop by and talk all day if you want to and not be scared to learn. A lot of times you're too embarrassed to ask these really simple questions because you don't know what you don't know. So Fresh Start Grower Supply is a good example. That's a place where you can go and just talk with people. They know a lot, and they're happy to share their expertise. New Earth Organics is another place, and Plant Kingdom. So those are 3 places. Plant Kingdom sells our rain barrels. We will have rain barrels and raised beds on site. But you can sign up for the dirt card, and at the same time, you'll get a monthly newsletter. We have a Facebook group, and we have a great way for people who don't know what they don't know to find out by just going to the Facebook page and asking a question, and we kind of crowdsource ways to help people with all the different information they might need about gardening and about our retail partners.
All right. And so now if someone wanted to purchase one of your rain barrels or your raised beds, what are we looking at as far as price on those?
The raised beds are $45. The rain barrels are $80. We do give some discounts at special events, so we probably will have some special pricing at the hop. We usually pre-order the raised beds, and most of the time we find a way to deliver them for you. But they're very portable. The rain barrels you may need some help transporting, but the raised beds themselves we usually do in groups of 10 or 20 just to kind of get ahead. So you can order those, and we can make sure that you get those.
All right. Well, thanks, Doug. And so that is it for today. Thanks again for listening in on our very first Fat Friday Trolley show. We made it through it. And so we will be back next month, Tuesday, before our 10th anniversary trolley hop. We'll be on 6 p.m. that Tuesday night. But until then, I am your trolley captain, Megan, and we will see you later.
Fat Friday!
Good job.
All right. We lived through it. We lived through it.
Did you? Come on out. We do 15th day event.